Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. These words by Martin Luther King Jr. remind us why we are gathered here today. A very warm and respectful morning to all esteemed dignitaries, distinguished speakers, respected faculty members, dear students, and participants across the country. It is indeed a privilege to welcome you all to this national seminar on bridging inequality, law, policy, and upliftment of marginalized communities put forward by Kerala Law Academy, Law College, in association with Center for Advanced Legal Studies and Research, CALSAR, the research wing of Kerala Law Academy, which is conducive to ignite nascent thoughts and ideals along with IQAC KLA and CMATS University, Chennai, which is founded in 2009. Saveetha School of Law is dedicated to delivering high quality of legal education while upholding exceptional standards in legal research and training. Myself, Anjana, along with my co-host George, will be your moderators for this esteemed gathering.
Thank you, Anjana. We are honored to have a distinguished panel of legal luminaries, scholars, and policymakers who will share their insights on how legal frameworks and policies can be leveraged to uplift marginalized communities. To commence this event, I take immense pleasure in inviting Dr. Dakshina Saraswati ma'am. Dr. Dakshina Saraswati, General Secretary of the Kerala Law Academy Moot Court Society and Associate Professor, has earned her PhD in the University of Kerala in 2017 on international law and nuclear power plants, with over 16 publications and numerous national and international presentations. She has also organized 20 plus seminars, workshops, and conferences. A steadfast supporter of our college's activities, she has been a guiding force behind our successes. We welcome you, ma'am, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, George. Respected Professor Dr. S. Shantakumar sir, Director, Gujarat National Law University, Dr. N. Rema Mani ma'am, Professor, Saveetha School of Law, Chennai, Professor Dr. Amardalingam S. sir, Professor of Law, Dean, EG Academics, Advocate Nagaraj Narayan sir, Director, Kerala Law Academy Law College, Professor Anil Kumar K. sir, Director, Administration, Students and Faculty Affairs, Kerala Law Academy Law College. I am extremely proud to address you all on this auspicious occasion of the National Seminar on the topic Bridging Inequality, Law, Policy and the Upliftment of Marginalized Communities, put forward by Kerala Law Academy Law College and Center for Advanced Legal Studies and Research and IQAC KLA in association with Saveetha School of Law, Chennai. Law and policy play a crucial role in shaping an inclusive society, yet inequality continues to persist across social, economic, and legal landscapes. Bridging inequality, law, policy, and upliftment of marginalized communities is not just a topic of discussion, but a call to action. This event aims to explore how legal frameworks and policy initiatives can drive meaningful change, ensuring justice, equity, and empowerment of those who have long been marginalized. As we delve into this crucial dialogue, we acknowledge the responsibility of law in transforming lives and creating a society where equal opportunities are not just ideals, but realities. As we begin this remarkable event, I am delighted to welcome our esteemed guest whose knowledge and presence make this gathering truly special. It is an absolute honor to welcome our distinguished guest, Professor Dr. S. Shantakumar sir, Director, GNLU, a towering figure in legal education and environmental law. With nearly 30 years of teaching experience at prestigious institutions like Hidayatullah National Law University, he currently serves as the Director of Gujarat National Law University, Director in charge of Gujarat Maritime University, and the President of Gujarat International Maritime Arbitration Center. His expertise spans environmental law, human rights, international law, and constitutional law. He has authored 3 books on environmental law and 2 on human rights law, published by LexisNexis and Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University. His research contributions include numerous national and international publications. Beyond academia, He represents South and West Asia at the IUCN Academy of Environmental Law and chairs the Environmental Law Study Group of the International Association of Law Schools. He is also a key member of the Standing Committee on Legal Education and the Advisory Board of the Development of Legal Education and Legal Profession, Bar Council of India. His excellence have been recognized with the prestigious accolades, including the Environmental Law Champions Development Award from the Asian Development Bank, the Best Social Scientist Award from the Indian Society of Criminology, and the title of IP Director of the Year at IP Fest 2020. His global impact is evident through his lecture at 30 premier universities worldwide. With such an illustrious career and unwavering commitment to shaping the future of law and policy, it is truly a privilege to have him with us today. On behalf of Kerala Law Academy and on my own behalf, I extend a heartfelt welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Dakshina.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to welcome Dr. N. Rema Mani ma'am, a distinguished legal professional and academician whose contributions to legal field are truly commendable. Enrolled as an advocate in 1996, she has built an illustrious career practicing in the High Court of Madras, District Courts, Family Courts, Consumer Forums, and Debt Recovery Tribunal. Committed to dispute resolution, she became a trained mediator at the Madras High Court in 2008, bringing invaluable expertise to alternate dispute resolution. Her dedication to legal scholarship is remarkable. She earned her Master of Law in 2003 and PhD in 2004, a testament to her relentless pursuit of knowledge. Since 2018, she has played a pivotal role in shaping your legal minds, serving as a guest lecturer at the School of Excellence in Law until 2024. Beyond teaching, she has contributed to legal fraternity as an adjudicator in moot court competitions conducted by both government and private law colleges, helping students in their advocacy skills. Currently, a professor at Saveetha School of Law, she continues to inspire students and professionals with her vast knowledge and experience. On behalf of Kerala Law Academy and myself, I extend a heartfelt welcome to Professor Dr. N. Rema Mani ma'am. Now, it's an absolute honor to welcome our distinguished guest, Professor Dr. Amrithalingam S. Sir, a highly respected legal scholar, academician, and expert in environmental and international law. He currently serves as a professor of law, dean of postgraduate faculty in charge of examinations, and director of Center for Studies in Environment and Natural Resources Law at Tamil Nadu National Law University. With a strong academic background, he holds a BSc in zoology, a master's in law, and a PhD in law. Before entering academia, he practiced at the High Court of Madras until 2004. His teaching career has been equally illustrious, having served at the Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University and School of Excellence in Law, where he has mentored numerous doctoral scholars and played a pivotal role in shaping legal education. Sir has been instrumental in organizing prestigious moot court competitions such as Pro Bono Enviro Moot Court and Ramnamai Taxation Moot. His influence extends beyond national borders, having collaborated with the University of Reading, UK, and actively participated in international conferences in Malaysia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and United Kingdom. He has also served as the director of major international conferences, further cementing his legacy as a thought leader in law. Now, I am extending a warm and heartfelt welcome to Professor Dr. Amrithalingam S. Sir. It is my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to Advocate Kavya Mohan ma'am, an esteemed legal professional and academician, currently serving as an assistant professor at Kerala Law Academy Law College. With a strong foundation in law and a passion for teaching, she has been instrumental in shaping your legal minds. Her dedication to legal education and research reflects her commitment to excellence in the field. We are truly honored to have her with us today, and I welcome Advocate K. Kavya Mohan ma'am to this event. Next, we have with us Advocate Nagaraj Narayan sir, Director of Kerala Law Academy Law College and member Bar Council of Kerala. Sir's deep commitment to academic excellence is evident in every facet of his work. As a member, he has touched the lives of countless individuals, instilling in them a passion for learning and a drive for success. His contributions to the legal fraternity and dedication to shaping future lawyers make him an invaluable presence here today. It is with great honor and gratitude that we extend a hearty welcome to you, sir. Next, we have with us Professor Anil Kumar Kesa, Director of Administration, Students and Faculty Affairs, a dynamic and influential figure in our institution. He has spearheaded numerous initiatives and events significantly enriching our academic community. His exceptional talent, steadfast determination, and deep understanding of the evolving landscape of education make him an invaluable asset to our college. His leadership continues to inspire both students and faculty, fostering a culture of excellence and growth. Sir, with open arms, we welcome you to be a part of this event. It's an absolute honor to welcome Dr. Asha Sundaram ma'am, an accomplished legal scholar and esteemed professor and principal of Saveetha School of Law. With an extensive academic career spanning prestigious institutions across India, she has made remarkable contributions to legal education, specializing in criminal law, constitutional law, and jurisprudence. A distinguished researcher and a member of global organization, she continues to inspire and shape the future of law. I extend a warm welcome to Dr. Asha Sundaram ma'am. We extend our warmest welcome to Professor Harindran Kesa, the principal of Kerala Law Academy Law College. His multifaceted persona encompasses not only his role as an educator, but also as a mentor, guide, and a visionary leader, enriching several aspects of our esteemed institution. Sir, it is with genuine pleasure I extend my warmest welcome to you, sir, into this event. Next, I welcome Professor Anil Kumar G, sir, Vice Principal, Kerala Law Academy Law College. Sir, whose leadership and guidance and dedication to fostering an educational environment has left an indelible mark on all of us. We extend our heartfelt welcome to you, sir. We are truly honored to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to Professor Dr. Ajitha Nair Elman, Head of the Department, Kerala Law Academy, an esteemed member of Kerala Law Academy family for more than 25 years. Ma'am's active engagement in the field of academic and extracurricular activities are a testament to her deep-rooted passion for education. I wholeheartedly welcome you, ma'am. We are privileged to welcome Professor Dr. Thangamani K. ma'am, an esteemed professor at Saveetha School of Law, Chennai. Her dedication to legal education and research has greatly influenced the academic and professional growth of many. With her vast knowledge and commitment to excellence, she continues to inspire students and the legal community. Let us extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to Professor Dr. Thangamani K. ma'am. It's a pleasure to welcome Dr. P. Shanmuga Priya ma'am, Associate Professor at Saveetha School of Law, Chennai. With her extensive expertise and dedication to legal education, she has been instrumental in guiding and inspiring young legal minds. Her contributions to academia and research are truly commendable. Let us extend a warm welcome to Dr. P. Shanmuga Priya ma'am. It's a pleasure to welcome Srimati Kasturi J. ma'am, Assistant Professor at Kerala Law Academy. Her unwavering dedication to academics and passion for mentoring students have greatly contributed to legal education. We are honored to have with us today, and we are extremely grateful in this gathering. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed faculty conveners, Dr. Malavika J. ma'am, Assistant Professor, Kerala Law Academy Law College, Mr. Shibu PG sir, Assistant Professor, Kerala Law Academy Law College, and other faculty members for their unwavering hard work, support, and passion which has brought this event to this extent. A heartfelt welcome goes to our dedicated student conveners, Manipriya Chelan, Gautam S.R., Harinarayan S., Banusri J.S., Neeraj S., Gauri Jyotish, Sri Lakshmi R., George Abraham Thomas, Mamata J., Shruti S., Kailas Nath, Anugraha Ajit, and Aditya Tilak for your collective passion, hard work, enthusiasm, which have played a pivotal role in bringing this event to life. I would also like to express my welcome to all the participants, paper presenters, speakers to this event. And I also welcome our vibrant IT team, technical staff, and non-technical staff to this event. I also extend my heartfelt welcome to the anchors of today's session, Anjana A.V. and George Abraham Thomas, for their splendid work. With that, I once again extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our esteemed guests for being here today. Your presence makes this event more special. Let's look forward to an insightful and engaging session. Thank you and a warm welcome to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your warm words and gracious welcome. Moving forward, it is now time for the inaugural address. We are privileged to have with us Professor Dr. S. Shantakumar, sir, the Honorable Director of Gujarat National Law University, He has 30 years of teaching experience, including at HNU. He also serves as the director of Gujarat Maritime University and president of Gujarat International Maritime Arbitration Center. He has received the Environmental Law Champions Development Award from ABB, the Best Social Scientist Award from the Indian Society of Criminology, and was recognized as IP Director of the Year at IP Fest 2020. Sir has been the visionary leader in legal education and an advocate for policy reforms. We are delighted to invite you, sir, to inaugurate the seminar with your valuables.
Thank you.
Sir, please.
Thank you so much. The very distinguished Director of Kerala Law Academy, Shri Nagaraj Narayana. Other distinguished dignitaries who are going to adorn this session, Professor Dr. Ramamani, Professor Dr. Amritalingam, Dr. Dakshina Saraswati, Ms. Kavya Mohan, and all the distinguished guests who have assembled here today. I'm really happy to see that more than 300 participants joining this national seminar on a topic of this nature. I generally see large crowds coming, especially young crowd coming when the subject involves corporate law or technology and law. But this gives me a lot of hope in the future of this country, the law students, that they are still concerned about marginalized communities and their upliftment. And then still there are institutions like KLA and Saveetha working on policies to bridge the inequality which exists in our society. Therefore, I deem it a great honor and privilege to be with all of you today to discuss the issue that lies not only at the very close to my heart, but also at the heart of justice and equity. The role of law and policy in bridging inequality and uplifting marginalized communities. In a society that aspires to fairness and inclusivity, it is very, very important that we examine the existing legal framework and policies that seek to address the structural barriers faced by the most vulnerable sections amongst us. In this context, I appreciate Kerala Law Academy and ably supported by Saveetha School of Law for taking up such a social cause, such an issue which is very, very important even today, in spite of we celebrating 75 years of the Indian Constitution. In this context, I must congratulate the organizers for choosing such a fantastic topic and placing it before the young people of the country who are going to be the future of this nation. I'm sure when this generation will come up, a lot of inequalities will vanish from the society. I am extremely hopeful that the present generation, the alpha generation, when it gets the opportunity to lead the nation, they are definitely going to ensure that there will be no marginalized community in the country. Then there will be no need for organizing seminars like this. But as on date, inequality is a persistent reality that manifests in multiple forms and dimensions. Maybe economic inequality, social inequality, political inequality, cultural inequality. What is important is inequality is a reality. That is why we have all assembled here today on a Saturday morning to talk about it. Similarly, when we talk of marginalized communities, which includes the economically disadvantaged, the scheduled caste, the scheduled tribes, women, differently abled individuals, minority groups, they often experience systemic discrimination and reduced access to fundamental rights, and thereby to reduced access to justice. In fact, we need to remind ourselves that the legal system and the policy mechanisms what we have today must serve as the most powerful tools in correcting these historical social injustices and inequalities. It's been there, as I said, when we are celebrating 75 years of Indian Constitution. And especially if you look at the legal framework for social justice, you will see that the Constitution of India has such great provisions which embodies the principle of justice, equality, and dignity. Take, for example, you all know, we are all law students and we have all studied Constitution. So we know the importance of Article 14, which guarantees equality, Article 15, which prohibits discrimination, Article 21, ensuring right to life and dignity. And not only the Constitution, we have so many legislations to prohibit discrimination and to ensure equality, like you have the SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act, the Right to Education Act, the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act, all these things, we can say all these things. But in spite of these constitutional safeguards, the lived reality of marginalized communities is often very different. The gap between law and implementation, it remains a challenge that must be actively addressed. And I am hopeful that at the end of the day, you will come out with a white paper identifying the gaps and the process to bridge this gap. And again, change does not mean that the entire nation should work towards it. Of course, that is an ideal condition. It will be great if the entire nation aligns with this goal and if everybody starts working, but that's not an excuse for an individual not to work. Because as you must see in the preamble, we the people have assumed to ourselves the responsibility to secure to every citizen justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, dignity. All these things are there in the preamble. We the people have taken it on ourselves. So it's not the responsibility of a third party. Like it's not that it is the responsibility of the judiciary alone to render justice. It is not the responsibility of the government alone to reduce this inequality. Every one of us need to work. And I have seen, if you look at, just take some time to search for role models who have worked commendably well in empowering and in bridging the gap. I could see a lot of examples. For example, there is an organization called Self-Employed Women's Association founded by Ila Bhatt. One single lady. She has empowered millions of women in the informal sector through legal support and financial inclusion, demonstrating the effectiveness of policy-backed grassroots movement. Likewise, there are a number of institutions which ensure the implementation of Right to Education Act. This will definitely increase literary rates, which will help the marginalized children to reduce the gap created by this inequality. When we talk of an individual, it's the most appropriate time to remember the contribution of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as an individual. What role he played in the upliftment of the Dalits, the downtrodden. His advocacy actually led to constitutional safeguards and reservation policies that continue to support the Dalit community's access to education and employment. And if you look at the government, you just Google for you just Google and say what are the schemes for of Government of India or Government of the state of Kerala, Tamil Nadu for empowering marginalized communities. You will find hundreds of schemes. So these are initiatives which have promoted financial inclusion, allowing marginalized individuals to access a lot of services of the government, including banking services, and to get government benefits. But unfortunately, we at the law schools only focus on the law, but not on the policies and the schemes that are available, which empowers these marginalized communities. So that is a gap in the legal education curriculum that we need to spend time on, not only understanding the scheme, but taking these schemes to the people actually. That is where your legal aid clinics can contribute through legal literacy programs. As I mentioned, you see a lot of policy initiatives which are translating legal guarantees into tangible benefits. There are plenty of schemes, as I mentioned. You need to just spend some time to find out what are those schemes which have been instrumental in economic empowerment. But still, in spite of all these laws, in spite of the constitutional guarantees, in spite of so many schemes, if the situation is not changing, we need to really understand the cause of what needs to be done. For example, the affirmative action in education and employment, including reservations, has actually provided opportunities for historically disadvantaged groups. We know that. I am a beneficiary of this reservation. If this reservation would not have been there, I do not know where would I have been. But in spite of that, we see a lot of challenges which remain in execution, and lack of awareness actually hinders the intended impact. The solution actually lies in strengthening governance, ensuring transparency, and enhancing public participation in policy making. And this is where law students play a major role, because for a student studying engineering or medicine, these are issues which might not be of great interest to them or not in their priority list. But for a student of law, enhancing participation in policy making and effectively ensuring awareness and access to all these schemes and benefits is something what we can do as law students. We are not a small number in this country. We have 1,800 law schools in the country. Actually, on a given point of time, we have more than 10 lakh law students enrolled at a given point of time, studying law in various law colleges. This is a huge human resource which is available before all of us. Therefore, we only need to work and ensure that how we can go to the grassroots and play a crucial role in strengthening civil society partnerships and can amplify the voices of the marginalized. Legal literacy programs actually can come handy to do that. Of course, as I mentioned, it's not that all the law schools should unite together. No, at your law school, at your legal aid clinic, as an individual, you take up the initiative, take up a legal literacy program on any particular scheme, go to a village, meet the people, sit and talk to them. It doesn't need that, you always need to be good in conducting a nukkad natak or anything like that. No, not required. You can just go talk to them by sitting next to them, explaining them the important schemes which might be of relevance to them, which might be of interest to them. Therefore, that is what I wish to say at this inaugural session, that bridging inequality is not merely a legal or policy matter. It is a moral imperative, a constitutional duty on every individual. As I have mentioned earlier, that we, the people, have taken up this responsibility through the preamble, that we will secure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, and dignity. Therefore, what I feel is true development cannot be achieved unless the benefits of growth and governance reach the last person in the society. As law students, law teachers, legal academic, and all the others associated with the legal profession, as stakeholders in the legal and policy framework, I feel that it is our duty to work towards a society where justice is not merely a theory or a concept, but a lived reality for all of us. Therefore, on this day, taking use of this seminar as an opportunity, let us commit ourselves to fostering a nation that upholds the dignity of every individual, irrespective of their background, with the concerted effort, legal empowerment, and inclusive policies, I'm sure that we can create a future where equality is not an aspiration, but an achievement which could be easily attained. Thank you so much, Dr. Dakshina, for giving me this opportunity and for inviting me to speak on a topic which is very close to my heart. I wish this seminar all the best, and I'm sure that at the end of the day, you all will come out with a white paper which will inform the society and the people about how to bridge the inequality. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Good morning, Professor. This is Dr.
Good
Amir
morning.
Ali.
Good morning, Professor Amritali. Good
Yes,
morning.
Professor. Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and thought-provoking address. Next, we have the presidential address by an eminent academician and legal expert, Dr. N. Ramamani, ma'am, professor at Saveetha School of Law. Dr. Ramamani has an extensive legal career spanning over 2 decades, having practiced in the High Court of Madras, District Courts, Family Courts, Consumer Forum, and Debt Recovery Tribunal. She is also a trained mediator of the Madras High Court and has contributed immensely to legal education. We are honored to invite you, ma'am, for the presidential address.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes, Professor, you are.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and honored delegates. It is a privilege and a profound honor to stand before you today as we gather for this important and timely conference. This assembly is more than just a meeting of minds. It is a convergence of ideas, expertise, and a shared vision for a more just and equitable world. It is a testament to our collective commitment to addressing some of the most pressing issues of our time. So at the outset, I wish to extend my deepest gratitude to the dedicated organizers, insightful speakers, and the passionate participants who have contributed to making this event possible. Your hard work, perseverance, and unwavering dedication to this cause have been instrumental to bring us together today. It is through our efforts and we can engage in meaningful discussions and take tangible steps towards real change. So the theme of this conference, bringing inequality, law, policy, and the upliftment of marginalized communities is not just a subject of discussion, just a subject of discussion. It is a call to action, a commitment to justice, and a responsibility we share all. Inequality in its many forms like social, economic, legal, and political continues to be one of the greatest challenges of our time. Across the world, marginalized communities face systematic barriers that limit their access to basic rights, resources, and opportunities. So these disparities are deeply rooted in historical injustices, policy gaps, and the socio-economical structures that disproportionately affect the vulnerable. So law and policy play a critical role in addressing these challenges. A strong, real framework and well-implemented policies have the power to dismantle systematic inequalities, protect the rights of marginalized groups, and create pathways for social and economic empowerment. So, however, the gap between the policy formulation and the real-world implementation remains significant. So, we can reiterate that how the gap between policy formation and real-world implementation remains significant further. So, it is not enough to have laws in place. They must be effectively enforced. They must be effectively enforced, accessible to those in need, and acceptable to evolving societal challenges. So this conference brings together the policymakers, legal experts, academicians, activists, and change makers to engage in meaningful discussion on how we can drive a real transformation. So we will explore innovative legal strategies, policy interventions, and grassroots initiatives that have the potential uplift marginalized communities and promote inclusivity. So through insightful panel discussions, case studies, and interactive sessions, we aim not only to understand the root causes of inequality. So through these interactive sessions, We aim not only to understand the root causes of inequality, but also develop practical, actionable solutions. So that is most necessary part of this conference. As we continue here, we have the unique opportunity to harness our knowledge, share our perspectives, and foster collaboration that can lead to impactful policies and initiatives. So the role of law and the policy in addressing inequality cannot be overstated. The role of law and the policy in addressing inequality cannot be overstated. Well-drafted policies have the power to uplift marginalized communities, ensuring the justice and opportunity are not privileges for the few, but fundamental rights for all. So that everyone needs to understand. So this conference serves as a platform not only to analyze the existing challenges, but to pave the way for actionable solutions. So let us see these sessions engage in constructive dialogue to challenge traditional frameworks and to explore innovative approaches that can drive lasting change. So let us move beyond discussions and work towards implementation, because progress is more not measured by words alone, but by the actions we take in pursuit of fairer society. So I urge each of you to participate with an open mind, collaborative spirit, and an unwavering commitment to the cause. The insights we gain here today have the potential to shape policies, influence the decision making, and inspire movements that will benefit generations to come. So with that vision in mind, I am confident that this conference will be catalyst for meaningful transformation. Let us seize this movement to make difference. So with great enthusiasm
Thank
and
you so much,
anticipation,
ma'am, for your
so we
enriching
can
words
start with
and
this
for setting the
exercise.
tone for today's discussion. Now, we are privileged to have with us our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Amrithalingam S. Sir, Professor from Tamil Nadu National Law University. Dr. Amrithalingam is a distinguished scholar and academician holding the positions of Dean, PG Academics, faculty in charge of examinations, and director for the Center for Studies in Environment and Natural Resources Law. His expertise spans various fields, including international law, environmental law, constitutional law, and human rights. Sir, we are eagerly looking forward for your keynote address. Sir, am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes, you are Anjana.
Yeah, so we are eagerly looking forward for your keynote address, sir. Can you please proceed?
Yes, I will do. I will do. I will wait.
Okay,
That's
okay.
why since ma'am is completing, I'm waiting. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, the respected and learned Professor Dr. Shantakumar sir, Director of JNLU, and all the learned dignitaries of the Kerala Law Academy. A special thanks to Dr. Takshana ma'am. So congratulations, ma'am. I think pandemic made you to experience with many events. This is one among us. And my special thanks to all the learned participants who have joined physically and online. So thank you very much. I think I doubt after listening from the learned fraternity what justice. So thank you, Professor, for making the lead. And thank you, Professor Dr. Ramani, ma'am. Me as a person, what I'm going to simply make an emphasis on as a student of constitutional law, having some research on resources conservation and the sustainability context. I'm going to simply make an emphasis how the sustainable well-being is a good for enjoying the equality of status, equality of opportunity, and social justice amongst the generation. When I refer this particular brochure of the conference, I felt, how could the mandate, as the learned professor Dr. Shanda was mentioning, in our preamble itself, it specifically highlighted why the phrase called "We the People" allow us to orient in the name of socialism and in the name of justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. So these mandates are otherwise compartmentalized in the three aspects of our constitution. That is part 3, as an enforceable code having fundamental rights and fundamental freedom. Then second, directive principle of state policy. The third, fundamental duties. Out of these, the recent attempt by the United Nations institutions, the name of UNEP, in the name of IUCN, in the name of WWF, the effective conservation of resources. As a student of sustainable development and the resources conservation law, I am connecting the effectiveness of resources conservation for the purpose of sustainable well-being. When I use the phrase sustainable well-being, it does not connote only on public health or rural health or mental health or well-being or reproductive health. The people, whoever are otherwise unable to get any assistance in the name of health and health care, how it is going to affect them? Let me take some 2 to 3 leading cases what most of us familiarized with. Honest Paramananda Katara versus Union of India. Then Murali Theora and Ramakrishna's case. You may get surprised. Why the Paramananda Katara leads towards a stage? It is a duty on the part of the people, whoever are. They have to take care. Similarly, how could the smoke is going to alterate the livelihood of the people? Nobody has imagined. But when we are going to connect with the need for the appropriate institutions to engage with, it may be too generic, but let me put it very precisely. Out of many goals, one of the goals categorically mentions sustainable well-being. How the sustainable well-being amongst the people? Or when you jump into articles like 41, 46, and 47. Every one of us know these are only directive. It's a justifiable nature. But when we are going to blend with how, as a person having a novel life in the mother earth, think of the experience when a state which are not ready. Therefore, the responsible institutions like Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the University Grant Commission, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Niti Aayog made novel attempt. How the sustainable well-being is a paramount as and when people tend to enjoy the reasons for their life. Now, there are reports categorically says how people, whoever are, not ready to give it up, either smoke or the habit of drinking. There is a prohibition. It is the duty on the part of a state to take necessary steps. But how the different data, whatever is provided, either by the World Health Organization or the concerned ministries is going to answer. When the data and the initiatives are not leaving towards in realizing the objectives, the simple question comes, whose responsibility is it? We are the stakeholders of the different measures, we know. So how the any underrepresented people or weaker section or downtrodden may think of to make a record by saying, yes, I have. That's what Professor Shanta sir was rightly mentioning. We, the law of fraternity, are not one. When we collectively raise our voice, it is not for demanding anything for individual. We as a generation, we have a bounden duty too. That's what the objectives or directives, whatever. Even in the name of the sustainability, even in the name of equity, even in the name of the objectives of the World Trade Organization, there are specific mention. Any sovereign states have the freedom to describe and say, yes, I have a duty to protect my people health and animal life. Necessity to protect. Similarly, for the purpose of making own resources conservation, the state may make. Because as we understood, any national growth and state development is solely based on what is the level of resources we have. When a state want to quantify a GDP, because now there are exclusive ministry, even the recent budget of 2025 and 26 categorically spell out what is the quantum the state plan to invest in the name of healthcare sectors. The recent 2021 data, because as most of us understood, the role played by public institutions are very minimal. Therefore, the sector like healthcare and the IP and insurance, because the sustainability context in the name of well-being, whatever mentioned in goal number 5 out of 8 targets, because due to limited time, I don't want to spell out each and every targets whatever mentioned in. So these targets categorically spell out what they have to do. So one of the prime mandate which is expected to be complied, data compilation. What does it mean? Now, since we are thinking of universal healthcare process, accessibility, affordability, and availability of, because making these catchy phrases, it's somewhat finer. But referring whose initiative, what kind of investment the state herself may think of, for everything we need an answer. So therefore, when Dr. Dakshina ma'am was specifically asking me, sir, what is the area we are going to check? I felt as a student of resources conservation law, because after knowing people like Sanda sir as a learned expert in the environmental law and having strong in the social justice context, it's very difficult. So therefore, I felt the concept of healthcare might be my own domain. How the data compilation in the name of digital data transformation process made the common. That's what I think as and when our Prime Minister go and make his record. We, the generations, have a need to make everything. When the current generations fail to provide whatever basic necessities, I'm not saying it could be done only on healthcare, where only the different goals, whatever mentioned, is it of no poverty or zero hunger or sustainable consumption production, above all. Goal number 16. As a student of Sustainable Development Goals, I could happily ask, even sometime request each and every one of you, go and check why the goal number 16 is. Because when I was referring for this, I understood it is high time for the society to transform the world in the name of local to local. Earlier, every one of us understood what does it mean globalization. Now we are at the verge of localization, global to local. So Niti Aayog, as an institution responsible, effectively coordinating with all. That's what the SDG number 16 categorically made us to understand. Why the state as a machinery has a need to cooperate. That's what when I spell out these three cases of Paramananda, yes, it's with the ministry. When I spell out with the Ramakrishna, it's spell out with the ministry. When I said Murali Tayora, it's spell out with the ministry, how it would coordinate. When there is a need for effective coordination. So as and when there is an attempt among us institution, yes, sustainable well-being could be realized. That sustainable well-being could be realized not only for the better protection of the present generation, but also the generations to forthcome. So therefore, we the stakeholders, whoever I join, as per the record, it shows some 309 people are here. When we collectively raise our voices, it not only going to serve whoever are made their voices, but also the people whoever are unable to. That's what as Dr. Shandav sir was mentioning about the role of the judiciary in ensuring activism in the name of public interest litigation or social interest litigation. So these things made the people to feel secure, and they may think of to enjoy whatever healthcare the institution is expected to provide, which could be an affordable, accessible, and available. So with this, I congratulate the organizers for inviting me to share some of my thoughts and to speak. So once again, my congratulations to the KLA to organize more such event to enrich the people. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and deeply engaging address. As we near the conclusion of this inaugural session, it is time for us to express our heartfelt gratitude to all those who made this seminar possible. Now it's my pleasure to invite Srimati K. Kavya Mohan ma'am, Assistant Professor, Kerala Law Academy Law College. She is a wonderful person who has demonstrated her legal acumen time and time again and has paved the way for aspiring lawyers with her role in academia. I welcome you, ma'am, to propose a vote of thanks. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, George. Respected dignitaries, Professor Dr. S. Shantakumar, Director, Gujarat National Law University, Dr. N. Ramamani, Professor, Saveetha School of Law, Professor Dr. Amritalingam S., Professor of Law, Tamil Nadu National Law University, Advocate Nagaraj Narayan Sir, Director, Kerala Law Academy, Professor K. Anil Kumar Sir, Director, Administration Students and Faculty Affairs, Kerala Law Academy, Professor Dr. Asha Sundaram, Principal of Saveetha School of Law, Chennai, faculty members, dear colleagues, and esteemed participants. It is my honor to deliver the vote of thanks at this inaugural session of the National Seminar on Bridging Inequality, Law, Policy, and the Upliftment of Marginalized Communities, organized by the Kerala Law Academy Law College, Center for Advanced Legal Studies and Research, CALSAR, and IQAC KLA, in association with Saveetha School of Law, Chennai. First and foremost,
I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished chief guest, Professor Dr. S. Shantakumar, sir, Director, Gujarat National Law University. Sir, your thought-provoking insights into the crucial topic of bridging inequality through law and policy have illuminated our understanding of the significant challenges faced by marginalized communities and the transformative potential of targeted legal frameworks and policies. Your expertise has provided us with much needed clarity on these critical issues and highlighted pathways for upliftment and empowerment. We're truly privileged to have you, sir, with us today. On behalf of Kerala Law Academy and on my own behalf, I extend a hearty thanks to you, sir. I would also like to express my deep appreciation to Dr. N. Ramamani, Professor, Saveetha School of Law, for delivering an inspiring presidential address. Your perspectives on the growing relevance of bridging inequality through law and policy have set the perfect stage for enriching discussions that will follow during this seminar. On behalf of Kerala Law Academy, teachers, students, non-teaching members, and on my own behalf, I propose a sincere thanks to Dr. Ramamani. I'd like to express my heartfelt appreciation to Professor Dr. Amrithalingam S., Professor of Law, Tamil Nadu National Law University, for delivering an enlightening keynote address. Your insights into the pivotal role of law and policy in bridging inequality and uplifting marginalized communities have set a profound tone for discussions and deliberations of this seminar. On behalf of the Kerala Law Academy, teachers, students, non-teaching members, and on my own behalf, I extend a sincere thanks to Professor Dr. Amrithalingam, sir.
Thank you, Advocate Kavan. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I also extend special thanks to Dr. Dakshina Saraswati Ma'am, Associate Professor and General Secretary, KLA Moodcourt Society, Kerala Law Academy Law College, for her warm and thoughtful welcome address. Your words have beautifully framed the purpose and significance of today's event, creating a sense of anticipation for the knowledge sharing that awaits. Special thanks to you, ma'am. Now, I extend my deepest gratitude to Advocate Nagaraj Narayanan, sir, Director of Kerala Law Academy and a distinguished member of the Bar Council of Kerala. Your unwavering support and visionary stewardship have been instrumental in shaping the academic excellence of our institution. We're sincerely thankful for your guidance and commitment to a collective journey towards excellence. On behalf of the Kerala Law Academy, teachers, students, non-teaching members, and on my own behalf, I propose a sincere thanks to you, sir. Next, I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to Professor K. Anil Kumar, sir, Director of Administration, Students and Faculty Affairs, whose prudent leadership and unwavering support has cultivated an atmosphere conducive to creativity and intellectual conversation between our students and profound professionals in the legal field. Thank you, sir, for your relentless dedication to the advancement and prosperity of our institution. We owe a debt of gratitude to Professor Dr. Asha Sundaram, Principal of Saveetha School of Law, Chennai. Her exceptional vision and leadership have propelled the institution to new heights, fostering an environment of academic excellence and innovation. Thank you, ma'am, for your unwavering dedication and inspiration, commitment to nurture future leaders in the field of law. A special acknowledgement to Professor Harindran K. Sir, whose visionary leadership as principal has transformed Kerala Law Academy Law College into a dynamic hub of academic excellence and scholarly endeavors. Thank you, sir, for your exceptional leadership and unwavering commitment to excellence. I would also like to express a heartfelt gratitude to Professor Anil Kumar Ji, sir, Vice Principal, Kerala Law Academy Law College, whose dedication to academic excellence and institutional advancement has set a benchmark of excellence. Your leadership has fostered a culture of collaboration, innovation, and continual growth within our esteemed institution. A sincere appreciation goes to Professor Dr. Ajita Nair L., Head of the Department, Kerala Law Academy, whose commitment to excellence and mentorship has guided us through the successful planning and execution of this exceptional event. Your encouragement and support are deeply valued and have contributed immensely to this program's success. Thank you so much, ma'am. I also take this opportunity to thank our faculty conveners from Saveetha School of Law, Chennai, for their exceptional dedication and efforts in organizing this event. Firstly, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Professor Dr. Thankamani K., Professor, Saveetha Law Saveetha School of Law for her efforts and commitment for the smooth and conduct of this event. I extend my sincere thanks to you, ma'am. Lastly, I wish to thank Dr. P. Shanmughapriya, Associate Professor, Saveetha School of Law, for her dedication and assistance. Your efforts have been instrumental in making this event a success. Thank you, ma'am. And without a doubt, I also extend my profound gratitude to Srimati Kasturi J, Assistant Professor, Kerala Law Academy, whose tireless efforts and steadfast commitment are a testament to her passion for excellence. In acknowledging her pivotal role, we extend not only our heartfelt gratitude, but also our deepest admiration for the immeasurable value she brings to our institution. We extend our deepest gratitude to you, ma'am. I also extend my profound gratitude to Dr. Malavika J, Assistant Professor, Kerala Law Academy, for her tireless contribution to the conduct of this event. Your steadfast support has been instrumental in making this event a success. Thank you, ma'am. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to Sri Shibu PG, Assistant Professor, Kerala Law Academy, for his invaluable support and contribution. Your dedication and hard work have been crucial to the success of this event. Thank you, sir, for your commitment and efforts. I'm deeply thankful to our vibrant student conveners, Manupriya Challan, Gautam SR, Harinarayan S, Bhanushree JS, Neeraj S, Gauri Jyotish B, Sri Lakshmi R, Josh Abraham Thomas, Mamta J, Shruti S, Kailas Nath S, Anugraha Ajit, and Aditya Tilak for their unwavering dedication in making this event a grand success. I must also take a moment to express my sincere appreciation to our dynamic student anchors, Anjana and George Abraham Thomas, whose effortless moderation has contributed greatly to the smooth flow of this inaugural session. Behind every successful event is a team of unsung heroes, and today is no exception. I also would like to acknowledge the tireless efforts of our technical, administrative staff and IT team. Your hard work, often behind the scenes, has ensured the flawless execution of this seminar. Finally, to all our participants and attendees, a heartfelt thank you to all. Your enthusiasm and active engagement is what makes events like these so impactful. We look forward to the insightful discussions and exchanges that will undoubtedly enrich our understanding of this event. With that, I extend my sincere thanks to everyone who has contributed to making this session a success. Let us continue to explore, learn, and grow together as we navigate this evolving field. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words of gratitude. With that, we conclude the inaugural session of our national seminar on bridging inequality. On behalf of the organizing team, we extend our sincere thanks to all our dignitaries, speakers, and participants for joining us today.
Let us now proceed with our technical sessions. As we delve deeper into the various aspects of law and how it is being used to bridge disparities, let us make sure that we aim at reducing the social gap between the haves and the have-nots and foster inclusivity. This has been George, along with my co-anchor Anjana. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day ahead.